Hello, and welcome back to NatScrap. My name is Natalie Peconic, and I am a paper crafter. If you are new here, welcome. If you've come back, thanks for returning. Today we are on to layout 4 of our layouts that I used the Hello Darling from Uniquely Creative. Now there is a layouts for 1 to 3 already up, and a video with the whole lot there. So go check that out if you need. I'm starting off here. I kind of had a quick flick through the papers. I chose this background paper. You can't see on my filming because obviously I need to learn to film better, but the paper is actually like got a faint tone-on-tone damask kind of print on the background. It is really pretty. On the back of it is one of the papers that we used, I think, for layout 2, maybe. Yep, using that one for this layout. Now, the pieces that are in the top right-hand corner, where that little line is up there, they're from the back of one of the 12 by 12 sheets that you can fussy cut pieces out of, and you'll see the back of it coming up shortly as I'm going through some papers, I think in a very short moment. And this hot air balloon was on that piece, so you get 2 of them in the kit, so you get 2 pieces of each of the papers in the kit. And I have fussy cut that out before I even started making layouts, the whole sheet, because if it's already cut out, I'm more likely to use the pieces there. So it's actually the back of this wood grain that I'm going to bring in a second. You can see all the little pieces there very quickly as I flick it all over. And so yeah, cutting it out means that it's already there. I'm ready to use it and ready to go. Now I'm picking and choosing what section of this wood grain that I am going to take. I wanted to save a second hot air balloon just in case I wanted to use it somewhere, and I wanted that little banner to add with the banner that's already on the page. My idea here is I wanted just something that these pieces could sit on that gives it a bit of a foundation, because at the moment the page, or just before I put that down, the page was really just floating around in midair. I'm going to cut this banner up, but when I do cut this banner up, I accidentally cut through one of the little areas a little bit too much, and I end up cutting it in half. But so be it, that kind of happens. And the other things I'm using is the Hello Darling coral die cuts that are on my left-hand side, and the just general die cuts from the collection, the Hello Darling collection. So there is 3 sets of creative cuts that you can get. If you're subscribed, you get the general set, but you can get the coral set, which is the pink set, and a aquamarine set, which is the boys set. If you have boys and not girls, you can very easily swap out all the bits and pieces that I'm using from the girl collection, the coral collection, to the aquamarine collection, which is the boy collection. Or if you want to be general neutral, just do what you want to do. Going through here, like I had, I'm just pulling out bits and pieces. Like, so you'll see me just rifle through and pulling out little bits of ephemera. There's so much in this collection with the cute little elephants and lions and all sorts of stuff there. It is so much fun just to pull through it and just collect things as you go making the page. With that piece of wood grain that I have put at the bottom, I am going to come and trim that in section. I kind of set out this layout like 3 times. So I had it half set out there and then I destroy it. I do it again when I put back this piece, and then I kind of pull it apart again for another reason. I think it's to do the border, which is a whole other chaos that went on this page. This was really quick and easy. The page came together really fast, and I was able to knock this out and move on really, really quickly. If you're looking for something for a quick and easy page, this definitely would be it. I think the majority of the pages I made in this series, there's nothing overly complicated with them. The products do all the work. Those creative cuts and, you know, an hour or so of fussy cutting to get that 12 by 12 page out, that it does all the hard work for you, which is fantastic because it does not have to be hard to put together a page. I'm just collecting bibs and bobs. Oops, sorry for that little notification on my phone. My apologies. I'm just collecting together bibs and bobs from everywhere and popping them down where I think they will go. Now, this is where I go, I need a border. I need something to ground everything around. And I come in and I go to do a gold border and I'll go, nope, don't like that. And then I change out my mind and I go to do a white border, and it's a complete disaster, to be honest, guys. It just, I couldn't get my white Posca pen to go. I'd normally use a gel pen, and I had started off with a thick line, so I really couldn't go to a gel pen, which is a thinner line, and the rulers, like the pens weren't working with the rulers, so I changed out rulers like 6 times, and I changed out pens like 3 times, and but once I'd started, I had to keep going, because something with white, you can't really go over the top of it. I could have put maybe black over the top of it, but I didn't want something harsh. I could have used the brown that I used on yesterday's layout, which in retrospect would have been probably a good solution. I was thinking white because the feeling I was trying to do when I was making this page was like, you know, baby's bedroom, like collection of, you know, things around a crib. You know, I could imagine a photo of my grand niece just sleeping in her cot or something like that. Now, I do have photos for these pages, but my nephew, who's just had a baby just in December, has asked me not to share on social media, so respect that completely. So I have photos in mind to go on these pages, but we'll wait until after I've finished with this to put them on. So yeah, that's what I was imagining. So I wanted it light and airy, and I thought white, light and airy. That's where I was going with that whole conversation. So that is yeah, it was chaos. You've seen big blobs of white there, you've seen, and I kind of like scratched my head a few times. Now, I leave this stuff in because, and tell you about them, because as a creator, sometimes I watch YouTube clips where everything seems to go to plan. Everything works fine. And in reality, if you're a creator, that's not what is going to happen. Like, we don't all make spectacular layouts. Not everything you create is something you're going to fall in love with. Sometimes we create something and we have to go back to the drawing board and start again. Sometimes things just don't work. It doesn't matter how hard you try, they just don't work. You've got to come up with solutions for problems that happen. We as crafters are not perfect. And I don't think anywhere out there is a creator that is perfect. So I like to leave it in. I like you to see how much I stuff up while I'm creating, because it's real. It happens. So having said all that, we'll get back to creating this page. So I'm going to put it together for the 3rd time. So I think I said on one of my other videos, the funny thing is that when you take something apart and put it back together again, you always move things around, you always adjust things a little bit. So it's always interesting to see where those things end up. Now, I am going to mat this photo mat here, just on that little bit of gingham that I have, just so that, again, the photo is focal. You want the photo to be focal. I'm also going to put on foam tape on the back of that so it pops up, and everything around it will either be popped up or on a slant. So say, like when I put the jumpsuit on, it's glued at the bottom, but it's popped up over the photo mat. Again, avoiding to put any glues anywhere on the photo mat, because you want to be able to get that photo stuck in down there. Now, when I've put this photo on, I'm going for off center. I don't want it center. Now, I'm taking into fact that there's a border around this, and so you come in sort of in from the sides. If it's smack bang in the center, it's not going to be as pleasing to the eye as if you either move it to one of the corners a little bit. So I kind of bring it over and down just a little bit. It's only just a little bit off center. It could have been more, but it does the trick. Anytime you have something smack bang in the center, your eye doesn't register there as well as it does slightly off. There's a whole science to it. I'm not professional in that science. I just know what I like and what I see, and know that if I move that off center, it feels better to me. There are times when you do something on center on purpose, but generally everything else is around it is symmetrical. That's the word I was looking for. Anyway, that's me blabbing. Sorry guys, you didn't come here to listen to me blah blah blah, or maybe you did, but anyway. So now we're going to pop that banner up the top. So I'm putting a little bit of foam tape under areas of it. When I do the slow down and do right at the end of the video of the page, you'll see there's actually quite a lot of dimension in this layer. It's not flat. It's there's quite a lot of dimension with the banner and bits and pieces, and even the stars, I haven't laid them down flat. I've let them be like a little corners turned up a little bit and things like that, and that always adds just a little bit to the page. Okay, most of this stuff's on, and we're getting close to the end of me creating. I probably shouldn't have put that star in the middle of that smaller banner. I should have rejoined it where I'd accidentally cut it and just had the stars on either side. I tried to balance that off by adding another star down in there, because having 4 stars at the top just doesn't feel right to my eye. So I like things in odd numbers. Some people like things in 3s, some people like things in 5s. I like it in odds, but I will come in and add a star or 2 there to help. That ticket also, I've just popped that a little bit high. I'll come in and fix that. Here we go. It's just a little high and a little bit too prominent. I just wanted it to be a background piece, not so in your face. So I'm going to fix that up. And then there's just that little tag that says lovely up the top as well. And I'll pop a little, I think that's where I popped the other little star up there. Now, one thing I did do, and this is after I finished doing the actual video, is I added, and you'll see it in the still shots right at the end, I added a green border along the bottom, and it helped this page immeasurable. It's one of the cutouts from that 12 by 12 sheet, and it's just a little scalloped border along the bottom. Now, you could use anything down along the bottom, but it did help, and you'll see in the still shot how much better that is. Then, yeah, I've just really got still shots and the close-up to go, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying. Please leave a comment. Let me know if you're enjoying this, if you're enjoying the whole series. Hit the like button and the subscribe. I'd really love to get to 1,000 subscribers. It's been a goal for several years, and I'm nowhere near it, but I'd really, really, really love to get there. That would make me feel so chuffed. I know I've had a big break from YouTube, and YouTube hates people having a break. So, but if you feel so inclined, please hit the like, the subscribe, and leave a comment, because I love hearing back from you guys. Anyway, I will talk to you guys soon. Keep crafting, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.